What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. How travel can get kids out the hood. I'm gonna talk about the positive, and I'm gonna talk about the flip side of that too. So, people think you get kids in a quote unquote hood or poor neighborhood, and they play sports as a way to because we want them to all go pro to get the family out the hood. Yeah, it's a stereotype. It has some truth. Then it doesn't. Some kids, that's what they want. A lot of kids, that's what they want to do. They have dreams. Nothing's wrong with that. But one of the other things is they travel. So depending on how good they might be, football team might travel the city, right? If they get really good, or basketball team track, they might travel the city the outskirts of that city. If they're good, they might go to different parts of the state. And then, like high school age, they might go to different states, different cities. If you're really lucky, you might hit a different country. Same thing goes for academics. When you have these like chess clubs, and I remember we had it was a robotics program when I was in high school. So, and they didn't expect our school to be, what? Y'all the hood kids. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. But that travel helped. Me being where I was born in New Orleans. I was raised in New Orleans. Then we, for a while, then we moved to DC. Then we moved to Chicago. Then I moved back to New Orleans. Then I moved back to Chicago. Then I went to college in Baton Rouge, and I transferred, and I came to college in Houston, and I've been here ever since. And one of the biggest factors of me doing that, and as a child, that single parent household thing where I used to travel back. So, some summers I would go to DC with my father. Some summers I would go to New Orleans with my grandmother. So, and I would do the layover thing. So one of the funnest experiences I had was a layover in Atlanta back in the day. When kids could actually do layover, you could actually do layovers and switch planes or whatever. They had me on the tarp, on the air mat, whatever to call it. I'm tripping this morning, but I say that to say this: that travel helped me a lot because I knew what was outside of my neighborhood. I had an older cousin, who wound up becoming a professional athlete. So, we grew up together in New Orleans. So he actually was like a 3-hour drive away from me in Chicago. So what happened was I got to go see that city. And every now and then, we would do this or do that. And I got to see, and when he would come to Chicago, he would show me parts of Chicago I had never seen because he was in a higher tax bracket and his agent knew people. So I got to see how people live differently. And that travel in itself, it makes things real. Like sometimes you just have a dream of getting out of your neighborhood and going somewhere and oh, I could live like this, but it makes it more real when you go see it. Like when you can actually pull up and see it. Like I remember driving by Michael Jordan's house because he's like, this is where Michael Jordan lived. And I was like, wait, what? I lived in Chicago this whole time. I didn't. Michael Jordan. I know Michael Jordan's real. I know, Michael Jordan is like the face of Chicago, but this is his house, like for real, like wow, So I went, I go to other states, and I would see the different cultures, the different atmospheres, the different people, the different styles, the different foods, the different architecture. Like to this day, I think Chicago got the best architecture in the country. I might be biased, but Like when you go there, it's different. You know, I never been to New York. I must say, I never been to New York. Uh, so for people in New York, what about? I don't know. I don't know. You know, but I love DC was like the most. Even though I was born in New Orleans, DC was like my most fun experience. You know, with the museums and everything there. But that gave me a lot of experience that my classmates at the time didn't have. And then I'm gonna tell you, for me, so it's like I can leave and be comfortable in another place, because when you could leave, some places feel like home when you're not there. You get what I'm saying? When you get there, it's like, oh man, you know, this is home. You know, I can make a home out of this place. And that's what's dope about it. And then you got this whole experience where, you know, you might be somewhere. It's like it gives us a fresh breath, new opportunity. You're like, I could do this. So when I remember going to college, I didn't have anxiety towards being in a new place, around new people. I had already moved a lot as a kid, but, you know, I also was in different environments, you know, as a teenager, and I kind of embraced it when other kids faltered. Like sometimes people wind up going back to their neighborhood because it's a culture shock to be away from home. Like they're just in a bubble, and that goes for anybody. Like, you know, some people, they like their situation. You know, they may have dreams and aspirations, but, you know, part of their fear is they want to attain their dreams and aspirations in that little bubble. They don't want to get out of it. You know, they'd rather be a big fish in a small pond. So for me, that wasn't the case. So to me, the travel works. You know, it opens your eyes up to a lot of different things, and even climates. Like, you know, because I was born in the South, I knew when I was in the Midwest and in the Northeast, I was not living there as an adult because it's too cold. It's December. I'm wearing shorts. You get what I'm saying? My parents, you know, wearing jackets. I think I know what I'm doing. But just for those out there who, you know, come across this, this is what it is. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.